Hi everybody, John Gill here. Today we're doing the white belt syllabus, also our basic self-defense syllabus for those who just doing basic self-defense program online, but also those who are doing Hapkido Muhakkwan or Taekwondo Jirakwan as well, online as well, some basic kicks. But these are more self-defense orientated kicks rather than the fancy ones, all right? That's what it's meant to be about, martial art. Keep it very simple and straightforward. So the first thing we'll do is, whenever any situation, if you can run away, get away, that's fine. But otherwise, if I am confronted, maybe someone taps him in the shoulder and says, "Excuse me, do you know where Australian School of Self-Defense is in Hornsby?" For example, I would stand back and just keep my hands up and say, "Oh yeah, well, you know, there's just down the road there," or whatever. I would never turn around, you know, because it could be a legitimate inquiry. But if you're a child or a female, then you shouldn't be, some man shouldn't tap you on the shoulder and ask you where something is. All right, they should ask another man if it's a genuine inquiry. So they're trying to distract you or get your attention. You are allowed to be, I'm not sure, I'm not sure enough of here, and just keep walking very fast and get away from that situation. Don't let them get you in a conversation. All right, so I'd stand back here, have the hands up for a start. The first one I teach you is the very low kick, lower cross kick. Because a lot of these people watching this will be seniors. I did a senior course for the Mosman City Council a few months ago in Sydney, and we just did some nice little low kicks like this. So I didn't have them going any higher than the knee or the shin. All right, so depending on your age and your fitness level, we'll start with the lower cross kick, just like this. Now when I'm doing it, I'm not looking down at their shin bone, and I'll do all the kicks first so you can practice with me, then I'll get Mitch in to show you how they apply. So we're just doing lower cross. You can actually do a follow along. So, hey, in a serious situation, hey, and then I'd probably have to follow up. The kicks are used, particularly if your hands aren't available. Maybe they pin me like this, or my hands back here for me, I kick or pin, grab. I use the kick and to loosen them up, then punch, okay, or palm strike. So again, lower cross kick, 1, do it together. 2, notice I'm looking forward, the opponent, I'm not looking down, taking my eye off them. 3, I can see I have my peripheral vision. 4, change stance, follow along. This is all follow along. Just do it nice and slow to start with, but obviously in a real situation, it's got to be dynamic. 1, 2, I'm using instep, see that? 3, 4. Lower outer kick is when I come out. I'm over here. Again, I'll show you on Mitch when I finish all the kicks, so show you where they apply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. 1. Hey! 2. Dynamic and making that noise. 3, 4. That's called lower outer kick. So again, these are good for self-defense, basic self-defense, and Hapkido syllabus, Hapkido Hosensul, which is, Hapkido is the original mixed martial art and the complete art of self-defense. And I was very lucky to be taught by the best, one of the best in the world, Grandmaster, Senior Grandmaster, Sung Soo Lee. All right, so very appreciative. I'm lucky he came to Australia, made his home from the early 70s. And I ended up teaching, training with him from mid-80s and then teaching under his Hapkido Muhakkwan and Taekwondo Jirakwan. So much respect to Sung Soo Lee. Thank you so much, Grandmaster Sung Soo Lee. Okay, so lower heel kick is coming in this way, behind the knee and pushing out. Push out. Push out. So it'd be, hey! This is an example, I'll show you with Mitch soon, but this is an example, someone's grabbing like this, hey! And you trip them from behind and push them over and run. Remember, we're doing self-protection or self-defense. We're running, we're getting away. We're not fighting. You don't have to fight. You're not going in a ring, not going in a tournament, or anything. You're just simply getting away from that situation. Very important, okay? So again, follow me. Push, like come up and trip behind their leg. I end up like I'm crossing my legs. You know, you sit and watch TV sometimes, cross your legs, or a desk or something. So just end up like that. And of course, change stance. Do it from the other side as well. All right. In fact, go to the other stance now and do a lower cross kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you're practicing, I want you to start with the correct technique, and once you've got the right technique, you start to amp it up a bit in your practice. And the last one's got to be a big key up, all right? So again, from here, lower outer kick now. 1, 2, you can do your own numbers wherever you want, but I'll just find 4 an easy one to do. 3, 4. The last one, or even 5 if you want. Hey! And do the last one with a key up, all right? All right, because it gives you more, it does definitely work, gives you more power, gets you a bit fired up, and I think you should be fired up if someone's trying to hurt you, assault you, rape you, or take your life away. You should be very angry, all right? All right, you've got to get the right technique and use that anger into the right technique. Problem is, if it's fight or flight, always try and run if you can, of course. But you have to fight if they're the right technique, or fight back. I like the word fight back better than fight. We're not looking for fights. In fact, we teach our people and the kids how not to fight, how to talk you out of it, and that'll be part of the course as well. We'll give you some tips there as well. Okay, so, and then lower heel kick. 1, 2, from left back stance, left foot back. By the way, the left foot back stance is in line like this, and it's about 70% of weight back, 70 to 80% of weight back, and then I lean forward into the technique. So I lean forward, 3, 4. The reason why I don't lean forward like that, if they push me, then I can stumble back. If I've already got my weight back, most of my weight back, then I'm less likely to be pushed over, and then I can propel more hip and movement and body weight into that kick, which I'm about to teach you another kick now called front snap kick. So let's go to right back stance, front snap. First of all, we'll start with the knee actually, to get the right technique. Someone grabs both their hands on knee. 1, this is designed to someone grab both their hands, for example. 2, 3, 4. Hey! Change stance. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Change. All right? Now from there, we chamber the front snap kick. That can be done off the front leg or the back leg. Let's do off the back leg first. Front snap kick, lift the knee up, kick with the ball of the foot. With shoes on, it's not so much, doesn't matter as much, but definitely, if you want to practice the ball of foot, walk with your toes, walk on your heels, so your toes are up. So from here, 1, 2, 3. Hey! Now you notice when at my hands, I didn't drop them. Some people kick like this and, oh boy, you're going to get in trouble for that. You notice my hand just changed position as I kept it up in parallel. So I'm ready to use my hands. Because pretty much you're in a self-defense situation, to get that kick right into the groin or knee is not going to be easy. Because remember, in a real situation, you're getting struggling around. But it could lead me into the area to then double punch to the throat. Or it could distract them enough to open up a different area. So in other words, you're going to need your hands after the kick. Okay, so change stance. Follow along. 1. And also warm up before you do all these, all right, as well. You must do your basic warm-ups as well. 2, 3. Hey! 4. Change. Good. Now, front leg kick. If someone charges you, and I'll show you a Mitch in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are designed for the groin or the knee or the shin. So if you're a senior, what I was teaching seniors at that course, it'd be straight in the shin. So I feel as you have to, and nothing's above the groin in Hapkido. It's all low kicks because it's practical kicks. So we save all the fancy stuff for Taekwondo, the spin kicks, and as you know, Taekwondo is an Olympic sport as well for the high kicking and sparring, which is very, very exciting to watch, but it's not so practical for self-defense. But it's fun for sport. It's fun to do all that stuff. Now, change stance. From here, right leg forwards now. 1, 2, 3. Hey! And back, okay? And back to ready position, and back. And they're your basic kicks for the front. Now I'm going to teach you a side kick. If somebody, I'm not going to teach this one at this stage where you come off the back leg so much. I'm going to teach you a side kick where it's more practical from someone grabbing your arm from the side. So it'll be step up like this, bring the knee up, and just kick to the knee. Up, kick, and then come back. When any technique in martial art, don't leave it out there. It's just important to bring it back quicker on the way back than it is to snap it out. Because if you miss, you're going to need to get it back quicker and regain your balance to do something else. So again, up, kick. So on the bag here, for example, boom, be straight to the knee. Boom, and I'm using my heel instead of the ball of the foot this time. So again, follow me. 1, just give it a look. 2, up. 3, you are allowed to look this time, okay, because they're grabbing it from here. Hey, 4. At the leg, which way, it doesn't matter which way you face. 1, 2. So I'm using my heel against their knee. 3. Hey, 4. Basic side kick. Now I'll get Mitch out and explain how they're used. So lower cross kick, maybe the guys got me. By the way, if you'd learnt from the beginning, before they grab you, for example, and maybe they're pushing me up against a wall or something, and I don't have much leverage here, they're fairly close, maybe my knee, his thigh's in the way of my knee, so I can't kick him in the groin, so I just kick straight into here. Into the knee or shin. It's not going to get rid of them completely, and now I'll do this way, but it'll distract them enough to maybe loosen up to use your hands. So, hey! See that? I didn't even tell him to do that. Automatically, because I hit him fairly solidly, because he's tough. Okay, from here. There! Straight in the throat. See how it loosened up? Or maybe it loosened up so I could get out and boom, whatever. So they're more of a loosening up technique. So again, lower cross kicks there, lower outer kick. Now lower heel kick, we're in really close. And like, this is not working. Maybe it's got both my hands again, so I can't use my hands, because you should always use your hands or your palm strikes and fists and elbows before you use your feet, unless you're extremely trained. You can easily miss with your feet. Okay, but obviously we have to use our feet if we can't use our hands. Okay, so again, lower heel kick. Remember this one? I'm in here. Hey! You should run from there. I wouldn't go back and try and hit them. You'd run, okay? You never know, they might have a knife tucked away or something. You've got to get away. Okay, from here again. Dance! Die! Please! Whatever, make noise, all right? Okay, so that's the lower heel kick. Front snap kick could work quite well if he grabs my arm, drags me, and I'd follow up. See that? I'm looking away, drags me. Hey! Hey! So I'd go to the groin, then the throat. So that's basic front snap kick off the back leg. Now the front leg front snap kick, I'm just standing, he charges at me, and I don't have time to get out of the way. Because if someone charged you, if I saw them, I'd more likely to get out of the way, if you can. But if you can't get out of the way, just simply snap kick straight in there and hit them. They're running into your kick. Boom, 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 whatever, either way. All right? So that's how the side kick's used. If someone grabs the side, right through the knee, and I just go bam, straight to the throat. Remember, we're talking about serious situation here, not someone just trying to, some drunk come out and grabbing you from there. There! Straight in. All right? So that's side kick. So that's how they're all used. And we'll see you at Yellow 8 syllabus. Thanks very much. Good day. Hapkido!